Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. We'll be talking about thinking effectively this series. In case you're just joining this, fams, just don't forget to click on the button subscribe. So today we are going to be talking about, are you stupid or you are thinking effectively? I didn't say you are stupid, mind you. I really asked a question, and I don't mean for you to take it personal. By the time I start talking about these few points, you should be able to determine at the end of the session if you are stupid or you are thinking effectively. Gaskia, no this thing. Okay, so have you ever done something in your life, or probably you've involved yourself in a certain issue, and you find yourself sitting down, you are thinking about what you did, and you're like, am I stupid? Why did I do what I did? Did I really have to do it? Or maybe you and your friend, you were talking, and your friend was like, are you stupid? I like, what do you mean by that? Your friend is only asking a question. Now, why did you take it personal? Anyway, that will take me to number one. Number one, are you stupid or you are thinking effectively, is past experiences. When you allow your past experiences define how you think, many times a lot of people define how they think by their past experiences. They don't tend to see something new. They don't tend to see ahead of whatever it is that they've gone through in life. Instead, they are just so stopped up by what has happened to them in their past, and they are not willing to see a future even in it. They are not willing to learn lessons from it. They are not willing to pick a better life from wherever it is that they are coming from. In case you fall victim of that kind of blocks, I would advise you to really sit down and ask yourself, am I stupid or I'm thinking effectively? Now, I said it personally to myself before you start hitting me on my YouTube channel. But truth be told, your past experience is your past experience. What made it a past experience is the fact that you could let go of a lot of things and see what is ahead of you. And the fact that you could embrace a new life, though someone is arguing with me right now and saying that, Rema, what are you saying? Are you saying it's easy to embrace a new life? I'm not saying it's easy to embrace a new life. I'm just saying that you have to let past experience truly be past experience if you want to enjoy a new life. Let's go to number two. Number two is family issues. There's just so many family issues that could make people think. Maybe you come out from a dysfunctional family, or you come out from a family background that you seems not to enjoy, or you come out from the midst of association of friends that looks down on you, makes you see less of yourself. You are not seeing the beauty of who you are becoming. You are not enjoying life. Nothing. My dear, it's time for you to start changing your thought by changing your friend. Koko, you need to change your association, the association of people that you really follow, if you want to change your thoughts. What many people don't know is that we unconsciously produce the kind of life of the kind of people that we find ourselves in our midst. So people will be like, okay, I'm not talking about people that eventually left a church that has helped them for a long period of time. No, I'm talking about people that find somewhere, a social gathering, that is actually helping you build a life, a good mental life, and you unfortunately decide that you want to live, and that's another topic for another day. But the truth still remains that one of the things that determines how people think is the kind of association and family background that they find themselves. So if you find yourself among people that you guys keep asking yourself every day that, are you stupid, I think it's time for you to start shifting from are you stupid to I think I'm thinking effectively. Now let me go to number three. Number three is making assumptions. A lot of people make assumptions even before they think. And I thought, why did you not confirm before thinking? Probably you had an issue with someone. That's actually a very obvious example. You had an issue with someone, and you're supposed to ask that person, why did you do what you do? And you just took it personal. You just started making assumptions in your mind, or you didn't even have a conversation with another person. You didn't even have a conversation with a particular matter, and at the end of the day, you just like, be coming down, but the ball be coming down. Why must you make assumptions? Those are actually blockages that will not actually allow you to think effectively. So it is important that you don't make assumptions, you don't decide, you don't become so judgmental about people before saying that she's this, that person is that. No, don't do that. Those things will not really allow you to think effectively. So don't let me say otherwise. I think on that junction, you still need to ask yourself that, am I stupid or thinking effectively? I didn't tell you to. Don't tell me the answer. Just answer the answer yourself. That'll take me to Number four is surviving instead of living. Fine, we have a lot of people that are really surviving based on the fact that they are so visionless in life. They don't have a vision that they are chasing, and they just living life in the fact that let's just survive one day at a time. You see those kind of people now, wayo cool their mind, wayo, they will always want to do wayo every time. Did I just say that? No, it's not my mother. Yeah, it's not my mother. Actually, I was just joking. The truth about it is that when you are living, you know you are chasing it, you know you are living for a purpose. You know there is a meaningful life that you are living for. Not just because you want to wake up every day and say, thank God I woke up, thank God I'm seeing another day. That's beautiful. That's still part of life. But the truth about of life is that when you wake up, thank you, Jesus, I wake up another day. But this is what I'm living for. This is the life I choose to live. Even in the midst of the mess that is around, I want to be a message for a particular generation. I want to live for a particular glory. I want to represent a particular thing on earth. Those are the things that makes you truly live and not survive. Because when you are surviving, you just discover that you are taking each day at a time. And when you are taking each day at a time, you always get to a point where you're just so full. I mean, you're just so full. You just ask yourself and you just be like, how else am I supposed to live life? You just be like, how else am I supposed to chase the things that I should chase in life? Why? Because you are just so, people like that find it easy to run into depression. That's the truth. They find it easy to have issues with just, kind of like, you get what I'm trying to say. So it is very, 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 I'm only saying so. Anyways, it is very important that you are just so conscious of what you are living for. Yes, be very, very conscious of what you are living for. What are you living for? What are you representing? What's the sheer deeper meaning of the reason you are existing in life? Not just to survive each day. Though the Bible says that Jesus was praying and he says, give us our daily bread. That's our daily bread. You can use that one to survive, but not just for living. So if you are living, you know what you are living for. And if you are surviving, you know what you are surviving for. Last but not the least, on blocks that will not allow you to think effectively, and that is fears. A lot of people have so many kind of fear of the future, fear of life, fear of family, there's just so fear of environment, fear of association, fear of disappointment, and this thing. And many of these fears were developed based on, let me say, some of them are based on my number one point, which is past experience, and number two, which is family background and association. That's why it is important for us to really surround ourselves with people that are right, that have the right value. My pastor said something in one of his preaching, and that was really, really very profound. It was like, what's your value? If you don't have a value, you have an issue. And if you have an issue, you don't roll with the right people. But when you live a life of value and standard, you find yourself rolling with the right people. So what's your value? What are the things that you stand for? Are you standing for things based on tradition? Are you standing for things based on what the society is saying? Are you standing for things based on probably what you've gone through in your past experience, or the things that you've gone through and everything? Or you are standing on things because you've discovered yourself. You come to the place of self-discovery, and you've discovered yourself, and you've discovered that these are the things that I want to live for, and I want to live representing in my life. Now that will take me to asking you once again, are you stupid or you are thinking effectively? I know the more I keep saying that, the more you are getting angry at me. Don't be angry at me, just stay positive. You don't need to take it personal with me. But what I'm trying to say is that there is a need for us to really work on the blocks that might be affecting how we think, if we want to actually think effectively. If you don't begin to work on those blocks, if you don't begin to remove the bricks of those blocks, there's a tendency that you tend to start having issues with your thoughts. And when you start having issues with your thoughts, you start having issues with your action. And when you have issues with your action, you will definitely have issues with life. And that's one of the things we do on Hope Alive Therapy, helping you come to the place of balanced mental health, so you can see the beautiful picture of your life, irregardless of what you've gone through, irregardless of what has surrounded your life. You could see that was the life that Jesus brought to people. Jesus brought a new life. He brought a new covenant. He brought everything. He brought us into everything we've never imagined ourselves to be. So I'm encouraging you now that you have tendency to embrace a new life even in what you've gone through in your life. I'm encouraging you that if you are able to work on your blocks and you are able to accept the fact that you've had one or few blocks that is affecting you thinking effectively, you will see yourself building a better life for yourself, and you can. There's no time that is too late. The only time that is too late is when you die and you enter the grave. That's the time that is too late. But as long as you are still living and you are still breathing, there is still time for you to start choosing better. There is time for you to start seeing better. There is time for you to start to, even God himself does not have a negative thought towards you. He always says it that I know the thoughts that I have towards you. It's a thought of good and not of evil. So even if God does not have a bad thought towards you, does not have blocking thoughts towards you, how come you are always developing a blocking and bad thoughts towards you? I don't want to say it's devil that is bringing it. Ask yourself who is bringing it. And I will end by saying this, that looking at all the things that I have said, are you stupid or you are thinking effectively? Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you when I see you. I love you guys.